Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a much awaited video on how to do feed in cornrows, and it's a very detailed video. So if you've been yearning to learn about doing this feed in cornrows, this is the video for you. Just stay tuned and we're going to learn together. So for this style, yes, we are going to begin with separating a hair into two. So I noticed I have some leftover braids. You just saw them now, different colors. So I decided, let me create something beautiful out of these braids. Okay, so that is how I came up with this style. So yes guys, I hope you learn something at the end of this video, because people have really been requesting on how to do the feeding cornrows. And if you've ever seen me doing cornrows, I normally do it from the side. I use the side hand, all right, but I'm going to show you it's very detailed when it comes to learning this cornrows. Today I did it a very detailed one. So here we are still separating the hair into two first. That is the very first step. And remember, I always say, when you're doing the partings, invest your time in doing the partings. Don't be in a hurry, because once you rush and your partings are not clean and very clear, the hairstyle is not going to be that beautiful. So it's best you invest your time in the partings. Okay, so I've done the middle part, and now I'm going to do the front part. As I showed you how the hairstyle is going to come out, we have the front part, the middle part, and the back part. All right, but yeah, we're going step by step, so let's be patient. We're gonna do step by step. So now I'm at the front part. I'm going to separate the hair, and then now, yeah, just hold them differently. And the thing that I'm using there, it's called a wax, normally the one we use on dreadlocks, but you can use a gel that works for you. There are many styling gels out there in the market, so do what works for you. So for me, I found that it's very easy to work with the wax, because it has a very strong hold and it grips the hair really well. So do what works for you, and you'll notice that there are some white stuff there, so it is just normal. Okay, it's going to melt away. So you can see there I've done my partings. So here I've already done two cornrows. See how they came out very neatly. So she wanted them to be spaced out, and I did the cornrows from the front to the middle section. So remember, we had three parts: the front one, the middle one, and the back one. So here I started with the middle part first. Okay, so before now I get to the very detailed tutorial on the cornrows, let me just give you some few tips and tricks on achieving such a style. So if you want your cornrows to be spaced out, first of all, do partings. The lines should be have more volume of hair. Like don't separate very small hair if you want to achieve the look. Okay, so don't separate small hair, just do big partings. Use a lot of hair with less braids. So that's number one secret to getting this spaced out cornrows. But if we do the opposite, small hair and very big braids, it's really going to be difficult for the cornrows to space out. So that's tip number one. Always keep in mind, do not use small hair and a lot of braids. Okay, so here I'm just doing the cornrows first, then I'm going to show you in a very detailed way. So get your here we're not going to say get your pen and paper ready. Okay, we're going to say get your head and braids ready if you want to learn with me step by step. But if you want to watch it first, save it for later, then now come and copy it. So because the next part we are going to be very detailed, and this is very beginner friendly, especially if you want to learn the side cornrows. And I always say do not limit yourself. If you know how to do cornrows standing behind, like you understand your hands placed behind, you can also try to learn doing cornrows, your hands placed sideways. Okay, learn everything. And I love this, doing the cornrows with the side style. I don't know why it makes the cornrows come out very neatly. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just used to that. But I'm also in the learning process of trying cornrows, placing my hands at the back. So I'll also show that for those who find difficulty trying this one. Okay. So tip number 2, be patient. Don't be in a hurry to add the natural hair. Just go step by step. And also don't add too much hair or too little hair. Just be in the middle. If you don't understand what I mean, now we are going to the very detailed one. I hope you've had your head and extensions ready, or your braid ready, because now we are going to the real deal. And when I'm doing my cornrows, guys, I start with the natural hair always. And the reason why I do that is because I am trying to protect the hairline, because you know the hairline tends to be weak most of the times. So if we start with the hair extension, guys, it's going to bring tension to the hairline, and that is why you hear people braiding their hair, and then when they're taking them out, yeah, they're having problems. Their hairline is shedding off. So we're trying to avoid such problems. So start with the natural hair first, then add the extensions step by step. So here what I'm doing, if you look at this video closely, the major players here are the thumb finger and the index finger. So for you to learn the sideways, remember you have to make sure your hands are like opposite each other, and then the thumb finger and the index finger are playing a very big role in doing this hair. So you can watch closely, and then the middle finger is just there to support. So you hold the hair together using the thumb finger and the index finger, and then you pass over each hand. Those two fingers, now they are four, playing a big role, and then the middle finger comes and supports. Okay, so hold the hair using your thumb finger and your index finger on both sides, and then you pass it over like playing football. So just watch closely, because if I try to explain, maybe you might not get exactly what I'm saying, but you can understand from the video. So I'm just trying to make it easy by trying to explain a little bit. So you see how I'm passing the hair over. So as I'm passing, I'm adding slowly. And then the middle finger plays as support when it comes to passing the hair. You see, it's supporting the hair, then you pass it. It's like playing football, guys. Pass it from here, but here now it's like we're just repeating the same movement. Once you just get how to grip this hair, you just repeat the same thing over and over. So then when it comes to adding the braid, so just watch closely. I'm adding a very little hair piece, because I don't want to start with a very big hair piece. It's not going to look natural. I want it to come out pencil like. So that is why you add very little hair piece as you go. Don't be in a hurry to add big hairs because you want it to be thicker very fast. No, we want it to come out pencil like. So see, I'm putting the hair piece under the thumb finger, and then I continue with the same motion, the same style. But now here you leave one side out of the hairpiece. One side of the hairpiece just goes inside, the other one out, and then you'll add it later. If you do not understand exactly how I'm explaining, if you just concentrate on watching it slowly, or if you have a head near you, just practice with it right now. Just follow the video as you're doing yours. That way maybe you'll learn faster. If you have a dummy, use it. Whatever you have to do, But if you already have knowledge of this, now this is just perfection for you. Okay, so now that hairpiece we left out, we're going to add it back in. Then we continue with our fiesta, or what do we say, our repetitive motions. So now again, after you put the hair extension that was outside, you add it in. Now you add it another one immediately. See, immediately, like that, under the thumb secures it. Then, and remember how the other hairpiece that we're leaving out is being supported by the ring finger and the small finger. I hope the next motion we'll get to see it clearly. The ring finger and the small finger are the ones holding it fast before you add, and then they release it, and then you add it later. Slowly. If you're a beginner, this is good for you. If you already have knowledge, then just take some tips from here. Okay, and guys, if that person have a big volume of hair, try not to use too much braids if you want everything to be spaced out. Remember, I always say, like, I think cornrows look beautiful when they are spaced out, but this thing of crumpling cornrows together, it just looks, they're not that beautiful, I think, if you've seen. So you see how the small finger and the ring finger were holding that hairpiece. If you've not seen, you can just do a replay back or just watch it carefully. See they're holding. I'm bringing my hairpiece, they are ready to hold. If you practice this movement, then you're good to go with the cornrows. Like, you're already perfect in cornrows. It's just a small thing. It takes practice. Don't expect to know in a day, especially if you're a beginner. Take practice, improve on yourself, try it and learn from your mistakes, see what you've gone wrong, try to correct it. And I've already told you, if you want them spaced out, use a lot of hair with little braiding hairpiece. Okay, so up to there, I hope you have understood something. And if you want to learn the whole style, just stay with me, because now I'm going to show you the next step that we are going to take. Okay, after this one. So after I've done the front part, I did the other side exactly the same thing, and then the back side I separated it into two. So you see, and the middle part I've already done it, all of it, so it looks like this. So the front part is going to be the last one in this one. So now I'm going to do the back part, and to do the back one, remember we separated it into two. So here the lines are just gonna go straight from the top to the bottom. So start from the top near the middle section, and as you're going and then up to the bottom area. All right, so here, let's say you've already learned about how to do the cornrows, so now you're a pro, and now you just want to now do this style. So this is how it's done. Everything, the back part is very easy. So everything just goes straight and meets at the middle line, as I showed you how I did the middle line. So the other side at the back, we're going to do the same thing. It's like they are facing each other. All right, adjacent to each other, something like that. So here I've done the back part. See what I was telling you about. So now, guys, the front part, it's easy. It's easy. You're just going to, just do them like that way. So she wanted, now I was playing with the colors. So the front part I've extended with purple. So the back I mixed purple, brown. Do what works for you when it comes to extending, but be creative and make sure the colors really blend well. So so far so good. So this is the final look. This style is really nice, especially for those people who have a big forehead. It really will work for you. So it came out very nicely. And guys, remember, if you're new here, remember to subscribe to this channel so that we keep learning together. And I hope you learned something. Remember to like, share, and turn on the post notifications bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Have a nice day.